Hi everyone, thanks for tuning in. I'm here to talk about rhetoric, both written and oral, and the evolution of both onto digital platforms. It took me time to buy into this, but knowledge is key to understanding and acceptance. Digital rhetoric. Does it count? Rhetoric is defined as the art of effective or persuasive speaking or writing. Language designed to have a persuasive, impressive, or motivational effect on its audience. So when we think of rhetoric, we might think of the spoken word, or we might think of something like books, or potentially radio and television communications, magazines, and stacks of newspaper. So when we think of using a computer to share writing online, in forums, on blogs, on social media sites, or when we think of using cell phones to communicate via apps, photography, or texting style writing, it is very easy to immediately think that reading and writing as we know it are dead. It is overwhelming and strange to think that platforms like Facebook, Reddit, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, Tumblr, and YouTube would ever be considered a form of acceptable communication. This change might come with different forms of grief, from sadness that we're losing the art of reading, writing, and speaking, or maybe depression or fear for future generations and the looming danger of losing these important things. And maybe even resistance to change or irritation that the world is changing so rapidly. The common theme here is that this all begs the question, how is this even considered writing? Remember, knowledge is the key to understanding and acceptance, so let's start with Facebook. It's an easy and intuitive way to network online. Individuals, groups, and companies, small and large, use Facebook to share and connect. Use of portable devices makes Facebook and other digital platforms accessible constantly and provides the opportunity for people to share photos, articles, thoughts, and feelings with each other. But it's expanded into an online world of local and global connectedness to what is happening both here and now. Facebook has become valuable in helping to grow businesses, share news and knowledge openly with a network, and has been adopted widely by people seeking to know. Speaking of sharing news, Reddit has built a reputation of being the front page of the internet, a conglomeration of topics and articles from all over the internet. Not only does Reddit allow users to view and share content, but also opinions and vote on what they see. It also allows the reader to get a wealth of views on any topic they choose. Unlike typical news sources which tend to provide a certain perspective, Reddit has a chemistry that allows the users to think and see more than just one way through related articles and commentary with other users on Reddit. Let's change gears and look at Twitter. Twitter has made the news and was made recognizable to most Americans during the last election thanks to this dude right here. However, this is not likely the best model for use of this digital writing tool. Twitter is again a site intended to allow a user to share writing, but the writer's point should be made in 140 characters or less. The essence of writing can often be making a point both clearly and concisely, and Twitter forces the writer to do just that. Twitter again has value in that it provides connectedness on a global level, allowing people to give quick and often powerful insight and voices, and it relies on a network of likes and retweets in a community to gain traction and be heard. Authors on Twitter can pack quite a lot of punch in a few words, making the humor, insight, and thoughts particularly striking. Next is blogging. Blogging is defined in dictionaries as a website that is regularly updated by an individual or group with personal thoughts, reflections, and commentary. It's basically online journaling that is meant to be shared. And from the traditional blog comes photo blogs. Some popular photo blogging sites are the beloved Instagram, the quick and fleeting images shared on Snapchat, or the essence of photo blogging, Tumblr. Although these platforms focus on sharing photography over sharing words, they are much connected to the traditional written blogs in that they seek to share and communicate. But a picture can be worth 1,000 words, so what better way to create rhetoric than with an image? Images are void of language barriers and thus makes sharing across the globe even easier, and it allows for networks of people to join and share ideas, hobbies, thoughts, and inspirations together. Last but certainly not least comes YouTube. Over the years, YouTube has built its success on enabling users to share video content online on both a professional and an amateur level. The sheer variety and coverage of topics and interests on YouTube make it a go-to source for gathering and sharing ideas, how-to videos, music, and different media. It allows for viewer commentary and voting, and again, plays to the strengths that visual data and communications truly have. So, if you consider the sheer availability of the applications presented, it means that writing and thinking are potentially at our fingertips at all times. The amount of time we spend glued to a screen is often in an effort to write, learn, share, and connect. It's likely that we're reading, writing, communicating, and creating some sort of dialogue or monologue now more than ever before. This type of writing and thinking truly does count. Consider this. If we saw someone with their nose in a book or with a pen and paper in hand just 1/4 of the time that we see people on their phones, would we think differently? Change is good. And to quote Benjamin Franklin, when you are finished changing, you're finished.